when my attorneys told me for a long time, for almost 2 years, that he was lying to me, he was not going to put up the money, I got Wesley very upset and Johnny very upset because the money wasn't coming and this guy wasn't fulfilling his obligations. So my attorneys, after 2 years, they said, Raul, we warned you so many times this guy was not going to comply with the contract. We're very disappointed. You're not listening to us. So what happened, I went to Marty Singer, and Marty, I said, Marty, this guy did what he did this to me. I give Marty the contract.
Why didn't you have the Greenberg office do it?
I just told you, they got disappointed with me. So I went to...
They actually sent you a letter telling you they don't represent you anymore,
Yes, sir, they did.
Yeah.
So
So when you got thrown out of Greenberg and Glusker...
No, they didn't throw me out.
Objection to the terminology thrown out.
They didn't throw me out.
Okay, they didn't want to represent you anymore.
Inflammatory, vexatious.
And
Sorry,
they didn't want to represent you
I haven't finished.
anymore.
The letter didn't came right away. It took a long time for them to respond to me.
Yes.
A long time that I still was in communication with them about other deals. And we were talking about other deals, other pending deals. I didn't have any letter from them right away. So since I didn't get any response from them, immediately, I went to Marty. And I told Marty, you know what, they still represented me with this case, but they sent me an email telling me that they were disappointed. He goes, oh, don't worry about it, I'll talk to them. So I'll help you with this. And Marty started the process with the lawsuit, and because he didn't fulfill his obligations, and 3 months later, Marty called me. I mean, he says, come to the office. He says, this guy is shit. He doesn't have anything. We can't even trace this guy. We don't know who he is. There is no address. All the addresses are P.O. boxes. I mean, this is ridiculous. Just let him go, Raul. It's not even worth it. And that was it. That was the end of the story.
Did you follow up in any way with Mr. Ordonez? Did you do anything as a result of him failing to provide you with the finances?
Yes, I have several conversations with him and ask him why you didn't finance the picture. You know, you wanted me to introduce you to Johnny Depp and Wesley Snipes, and
Did you introduce him
Yes,
to
I
Johnny
did.
Depp?
I did. I said, so you wanted me to introduce you to these people, and you wanted the relationships, I believe.
Where did he and Johnny Depp meet?
We met at the L'Hermitage, Beverly Hills.
You, Johnny Depp,
Me and
James-
Wesley Snipes.
No,
and,
no, no.
Johnny Depp didn't meet them personally. He was...
Sir, you've got to listen to my questions.
Sure.
Seriously. I asked you specifically, did you introduce him to Johnny Depp? You said yes.
I introduced...
Then I said, where did you introduce him to Johnny Depp? You said L'Hermitage Hotel. Then you said, no, it wasn't Johnny Depp, it was Wesley Snipes.
It was Wesley Snipes.
You never introduced him to Johnny Depp.
Johnny, I never introduced him personally to Johnny. Johnny was too busy doing films.
Yeah. Is this before Wesley Snipes went to jail?
Yes, obviously.
Obviously, okay. Okay, let's, I think I know about that. Do you have a copy of the complaint that was prepared but not filed?
Mm-mm. No, I don't.
Did you seek to use Marty Singer as your counsel in this dispute with Ms. Terrio?
Yes, I did.
But did you ever talk to him about the case?
I spoke with him. I spoke
Objection calls for privileged communication.
No, I'm asking whether he talked to him. I'm not asking what he said. I have a right to know whether he talked
It's
to
a
him.
yes or no question.
Yes,
And when did you talk? On how many occasions did you talk to him?
twice.
Okay. And when was that?
When Mrs. Terrio, you know, stole the film footage from us in Flint, Mexico.
So did you call him from Mexico?
Yes, I did.
How long did you speak to him for?
I didn't speak with him directly. I spoke to his personal assistants.
So you never spoke to Marty Singer about
Not directly.
that? You spoke to his assistants?
Yes,
about it.
sir.
Did he call you back?
They called me back several times. They said, we haven't...
No. You don't talk about what they said. Just answer his question and stop.
Yes, they did call me back.
They called you. But Marty Singer never called you back?
No.
Okay. All right, let's go to another area because we'll be able to get all that information from another source. How many Facebook accounts do you have?
One.
Just one.
Yes, sir.
And what's the name of that account?
Raul Julia Levy.
And is that the only name you use on a Facebook account?
Yes, sir.
And how many Twitter accounts do you have?
One.
And what's the handle on the Twitter account?
My Twitter account?
Yeah.
Just communicate with, send messages to friends.
No, what's the handle? What's the name that's used on it?
Raul Julia Levy.
Okay. Do you have any blogs, or do you post on any blogs?
No, sir.
You don't have
I don't
any
have
blogs?
time for that.
You don't have any blogs, and you don't post on any
No,
blogs?
sir. That's the answer.
Mr. Levy, are you a Scientologist?
Yes, I am. And
Are
I'm
you-
also a Mason if you're interested to know.
Well, I don't think it's going to be
Just
as
answer the
relevant.
Well,
to
I'm
this.
just telling you that I am. Okay?
And do you consider yourself to be a strict or devout adherent to Scientology?
Yes. Extremely ethical, yes.
And how long have you been a Scientologist?
For 10, 12 years.
10 or 12. And how'd you become a Scientologist?
Through Giovanni Ribisi, the actor.
And what motivated you to become a Scientologist?
Was looking for something different. I was tired of all religions and
Did you have a religion before Scientology?
no, I never been a believer of anything. I don't believe in religion. So
But you believe in Scientology.
Giovanni came to me and he says to me, you know, I've been a Scientologist for a while and it's working. I mean, the technology works. It's a very interesting information. So he handed me a book. It's called, you know, Dianetics.
Yeah, by L. Ron Hubbard.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I read the book and it was very interesting, fascinating, and I hear so many bad things about it. People just talk bad things about anything just because they don't have anything else to do. So
Raul, I think you've answered his question. Try to just answer his question instead of giving a narrative where it's not called for.
Do you, as a Scientologist, do you have any specific beliefs regarding extraterrestrial life?
I never got to that point. That's only for...
It's a yes or no
No,
question.
sir.
Okay. Do you believe in extraterrestrials?
Yes, I do.
Does Scientology believe in extraterrestrials?
I don't know. They never discussed anything.
You're not aware that one of the foundational...
Sir, I just answered your question.
Objection,
I said
call
no.
for speculation. He even gave you an answer.
I just want to see if I can refresh his recollection.
Don't refresh my memory. I
You're
just
not
saw you.
aware, because
No.
I certainly am, you're not aware that one of the fundamental precepts of Scientology is that extraterrestrials created a good deal of the civilization that we have?
No, sir.
You're not aware of that?
I wasn't aware
He
of that.
said it 3 times.
Interesting. Okay, that's interesting. When you read L. Ron Hubbard's book, there was no discussion of
No, sir.
extraterrestrials?
That only is for the LT levels, 8, 7, 8. I'm not at that level, sir.
Okay. Not enough auditing yet?
No, not yet.
Do you audit?
A couple of times, yes.
Do you believe that extraterrestrials were involved in the Mayan culture?
Sir, you're asking me questions
yes,
related
no
to the...
question.
I'm not going to answer anything about the film footage, anything about the archaeologists, and anything about the extraterrestrials. That was clear with the arbitrator, so...
No, the
I'm
only
not going to
thing's
answer
clear
your
is-
question, sir.
Okay,
That's it.
well then, I'm going to make it clear for you
Okay.
and for the arbitrator, so when he orders you back to answer the question, you'll know why.
Sure.
Okay. We said that we would, since you haven't seen the footage, we said we would not ask you specifics about the footage. That's what we agreed to. I have the right to ask you.
Yeah, you have the right to ask me, so if I tell you something, you're going back and erase it, so there is no proof of that. I'm not going to answer your question.
I didn't ask you what's in the
Sir,
film.
I'm not going to answer your question.
Sir,
That's it.
I did not ask you what's in the film footage. I'm asking you about your beliefs. I'm not asking you what you put in the film footage. This is not about the film footage. This is about whether you believe extraterrestrials were involved in the Mayan culture.
I'm not going to answer your question at this point.
Okay, now I'm going to have it marked. We're going to go back to the arbitrator.
Great.
And then he'll have you answer my
Sure.
question for me.
I'm going to place an objection on it. It is somewhat related to subject matter in the film footage.